Ciao Bella, welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina, and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. I have an exciting new idea. Well, maybe not brand new, but it's something that I just thought about the other day as far as a whole concept. But I've been kind of toying with the idea of doing something like this for a little while. So, if you can tell from the thumbnail, this is called the Liberal Arts Mal. So first I'm going to talk about like the inspiration behind this, and then I'll go into like details and rules and all that stuff, okay? So there are a couple people that have done cows, mals, whatever, recently, and I've been toying with an idea of doing one of my own, but I want it to be something that combines things that I love so that I'm doing them and I'm also like making part of my goals that I want to hit for different things that I do. Okay? So, first inspiration was Crafty Musera. She did the Flower Power cow slash mal a couple of years ago, and you could make anything, it just had to have a flower in it, right? So you could color, you could paint, you could crochet, knit, quilt. She didn't care, right? But you had to submit every single month to be eligible to win a prize at the end of the year. Okay? She did it from like April to April. So that was first. Then Lala at Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming has been doing the What's in a Name Cal, and she's been doing things like your name, your parents' name, so forth and so on. But the name of the cow, What's in a Name, that is from a poem. So I used to be a literature teacher, ELA teacher when I taught high school, and I still very, very much love reading, literature, all of those kinds of things. So just the name of her cow, anytime I see it pop up in my feed, I'm always like, oh yeah, that would be so cool. But I could never like figure out exactly what I wanted to do. Then I was listening to Sam at Memphis Makes, and she was doing her, I can't remember because I watched two videos of hers in the same day. I I watched her Craft Yourself Free Totals, and then I also watched her, the one where she talked about her yarn bands for the year. So I watched both of those videos today, which is January 1st. So this is going to go up January 2nd. But as I was driving home, all of those things were like blending in my brain, and I was like, oh my goodness, I know what I'm going to do. So this is the official introduction announcement, January 1st video, not January 1st as in the date, but January 1st video, separate things, for this mal. Okay? So, rules. Rules. Hold on, I'm going to write this down so I know where I am approximately in the video when I'm talking about this. Because I'm going to do chapters in this video. Okay. So each month there's going to be a genre of book, and that's like a category of a book. That's something that I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick the genre. You can either read along with me. I have a certain book that I'm going to use, or it can be something you've already read. It can be something that you, like a short story, potentially even, because one of the months later down the road is going to be poetry. It can be a small collection, it can be collection of short stories. It doesn't really matter to me as long as it's in the genre. That's the key part. It has to be in the genre that I'm giving you. Okay? And I have notes, so that's why I'm looking down. I'm looking down at my notes because I like jotted all this down as soon as I got home. I'm also using my Ravenclaw notebook. Okay, just so you see. I used my pen. So that's what this is going to be, my Mal notebook. I found a use for it. Hooray! Anyway, so the book story doesn't have to be read in the month of January because not everybody reads at the same speed. So I don't want you to feel like you have to read a novel or something like that in the month and also make something. It could be something you've previously read, but it has to be in the genre. The make, however, has to be done in the month of whatever the genre is. So, like the genre that I give you this month, the make has to be done this month. It can be anything, any craft, right? You can knit, sew, crochet, quilt, embroider, cross stitch, paint, collage, punch needle. I'm looking at my punch needle thing. Latch hook. Yeah, I don't care. And it doesn't have to be fiber arts necessarily. It could be paper crafting. You can make a card. You can make, I don't care about that. Like, I mean, I care, but I don't, it's not a specific thing. It doesn't have to be a granny square. It doesn't have to be whatever. Okay. So any craft is accepted. It can be resin. It could be beading. I really don't, I'm not going to set a limit on that because I want as many people to join in as possible because this is combining our love of crafting with our love of reading. And I know that there are so many people out there that have a love of crafting and a love of reading. Okay. And they do coincide from time to time. People do book blankets and they do, like, instead of a temperature blanket, they do like a genre blanket or a granny square for the cover of the book or any number of things. Okay. So I know that there are people out there that love crafting and they love reading. So I'm not going to limit the craft. Okay. So any craft, the book does not have to be read in that month, but it has to fit the genre. The make has to be done in the month. So don't throw a piece of pottery that's going to take weeks and weeks and weeks to dry, to fire, to this, to that. Don't try to make shawls and blankets unless you're really, really fast at making them in whatever medium you're using. Okay? Because let's say somebody makes a granny square every single month. Okay, their entry is going to be just as valid as somebody who makes a blanket, as someone who does resin, as someone who does cross stitch, as someone who does a painting, someone who makes a card. Doesn't matter. Okay? So there will be prizes, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I don't want someone to be like, well, they only made a granny square every single month. It's your choice. You make whatever you want. So you can't get mad because you chose to make what you made. You can't get mad at somebody else. Okay? So the way this is going to be different from Moo's Cow, in addition to not being about flowers, obviously, is I'm going to have a winner every month. So you can dip in and dip out as you please. And it's not going to be something that you're required to do for the whole year to win. Now, I have not decided this yet, I may do something for people who have participated all year. I may have a separate giveaway. And I'm going to record. That's one of the reasons why I have the book. I even planned out all the way 12 pages so that I can write things down for every month and who participated and so forth and so on. So I may do something like that. So if you participate every month, there may be another giveaway for that. I haven't made up my mind yet, but I'm putting it out there now so that if you want to participate, there is the potential for people who participate every single month. Okay? So, in order to be... Oh, fireworks. Okay, I really thought somebody was falling down the stairs. That scared me. It is New Year's Day, so, and for me, it is 8:30 at night. This video has to go out at 1 o'clock, 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Anyway, so lots of fireworks going off. In order to be entered into the giveaway for that month, okay, you have to, one, send me a picture of your make. One. You can post it on my Facebook group, which will be in the description box. You can put it in my community, or you can send me an email. But I have to have a picture of what you made. I need to have the title of the book, and I need to have a description of what in the book inspired you to make whatever you made. Okay? So, a picture of the item that you made, the book that you read, or short story, whatever it may be, and then if it's a character that inspired you, if it was the setting that inspired you, what is that setting, who is that character, and how does this project go with this choice that you made? Okay, you could do something about the cover of the book if you wanted to. Whatever you'd like to do. Okay? I'm not going to limit you to it has to be a character, it has to be a setting, because people get inspired by different things. So, whatever you want to use as inspiration from the book or story, that's what I need the description of. It was the setting was the mountains. They described the mountains as tall, majestic rocks that glinted purple in the sun. Well, right? I don't know. Whatever you want to do. But that's the idea. So those three things have to be listed in your post. So you can put it in my Facebook group. And if you're not in my Facebook group and you want to join my Facebook group, it is in the description box. I have a link tree. And the link tree has my email, my Facebook group. My Facebook group is also a link in the description box separate. But there's a link tree with my email, my Facebook group, and a couple other things. Okay? So if you want to put it in the Facebook group, if you want to join that, you can. You have to answer the questions, or I'm not going to let you in. If you don't answer all the questions, I'm not letting you in. Okay? Some people just click join, and I may know them from the YouTube streets, but I don't let them in. I'll send them a message and be like, excuse me, you didn't answer all the questions. I'm not going to let you in. Please go back and answer all the questions, then I'll let you in. Okay? So you have to do those things. And then I am going to have each month, I'm going to have a list of book suggestions. So if you can't think of something or you haven't read something in that genre, I'm going to have a list of book suggestions in the description box. Now, I'm going to tell you it's going to be from Goodreads, because Goodreads is a solid website that has a plethora of books from all different ranges within a category, within a genre. So that's the website I'm going to use. I'm going to go to Goodreads and I'm going to type in the genre of the book and type in list. And that's going to be the link that I put in there. Okay? Then I'm going to have some project ideas for inspiration. There's going to be a link down there. Remember, I am not limiting the project that you make. You can make whatever you like, but it has to be made in the month. Okay? So the day that you're watching this today, or the day that I'm posting it anyway, is January 2nd. So you have until the end of the month to make this whatever it is. Okay? And then when I start in February, I am going to talk about the winner from the previous month, And I may do a separate video where I draw the winner. I haven't decided that yet because I always have a giveaway winner. Oh, that reminds me. Because I'm doing this and there will be a winner every single month, I'm not going to do the hidden giveaways this year. Okay? They were successful. They were great. I may bring them back in 2027. I don't know, but I can't do 2 giveaways a month. Okay? I can't do 2 giveaways a month. I can do 1 giveaway a month. And for this year, it's going to be this. Okay? So I may do a separate video where I announce the winner because it may take me a little bit longer to like tally everything. So the winner for that month may not come out until after the next month has already started. But I want to be able to give you the genre as soon as possible so that you can get started on whatever it is you want to make for the month. Okay? So you have until January 31st to submit, but the winner may not come out until February 5th. I'm giving you estimated dates for the winner video, okay? I may announce it the same day that I announce the next month, or I may do a separate video. Okay, it just depends on how many people enter, how many different places I have to go to, and because we're worldwide, right? I'm going to do it by midnight Pacific time. Okay, so I am in Sicily. So when it's midnight for me, that would be, it's still the previous day for you. So midnight Pacific time, which they're 9 hours behind me. 6. Yeah, they're 9 hours behind me. Because when it's noon here, it's 6 a.m. Eastern time. So that's 6 hours. Central time is 7 hours. Mountain time is 8 hours. Pacific time would be 9 hours. Okay? So that's all of the rules. Let me write this time down so I don't forget. Where did my sticky note go? Seriously? Guys, I'm losing stuff already. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this month, okay, this is one of my favorite genres in the world. And if you've listened to me talk about books before, I have mentioned this. So you may already know what it is. But this month, it's going to be historical fiction. Okay, so historical fiction is a genre where some world event that is happening, okay, is happening in real time, okay? And hold on just one second. Let me make sure. Okay, hold please. Okay, sorry. So something in the book is based on something that happened in history. It can be the person, it can be the setting, it can be a combination, okay? But it's not a biography or autobiography or a historical, that's all, folks. Historically, a 100% accurate text, okay? So the book that I'm going to be reading, and again, you can read the same book with me if you'd like. You don't have to, okay? It can be something you've previously read. I do not expect everyone to read a book and do a make in the same month. Everyone reads at different speeds, okay? Maybe you have a really busy month and you know that you can't do both. But you can think of a book you've already read and do a make based on that, okay? So I am going to be reading The Teacher of Warsaw, okay? This book is set in World War II, which actually happened. It is based on the story of, I'm going to say this wrong, Janusz Korczak. I might have said that wrong. But there are lots of entries, like diary entries and things in this book that are not his diary entries. They're not accurate depictions of things that he actually wrote. So while this book is inspired by his life, it's not a biography of his life. Okay? Or even a memoir, right? Because a memoir can be written by someone else or edited by someone else, but this is historical fiction. Okay? I seem to when I pick any historical fiction, it always seems to be set in World War II. I thought about going with a book that I read over the summer, The Song of Achilles, but I did not do that. I am going to read this book and then I'm going to pick something that inspires me from this book and do a make from this that inspires me from this book. Okay? So again, you do not have to read this book, but you have to do something in the historical fiction genre. So when you give me your submission, you have to give me a picture of your make, the name of the book, okay, and what inspired you from the book to make what you made. Okay? Any questions that you have, you can put them in the comments. You can email me, whatever you like to do. I would love for lots of people to join in. Share this video out if you get the opportunity, because I know that I don't have a lot of reach is the word I'm looking for, I think, when it comes to especially other kinds of crafters. So I would absolutely love for you to share this out, share it with your friends, make this a Facebook post if you would like. I'm going to share it in my Facebook group as well, because I have lots of people in that group that are not crocheters. I have some artists, I have some resin makers, I have all kinds of things, right? But that's only one space. So if there are other people that you know that do other crafts and they love to read, ask them to join in, right? And so for January, the prize, sorry, I'm just writing down. The prize for January is going to be an Etsy gift certificate if I can get it from the store. So if there's an Etsy store that you like, I will do the value of 10 US dollars, and I will write to the store and say, I want to do, or I want a gift card in the amount of 10 US dollars to give to my friend as a gift. Okay? If they agree, you'll get your Etsy gift card. And some of the prizes will be physical prizes. I have ordered some things. They are coming, but they're not here yet. So I don't want to promise a physical prize for January if they're not here for me to show you. I don't think that's fair. I'll be like, oh, there's going to be a such and such prize, but then I don't show you what it is. Okay? If you don't want Etsy and you want Ravelry, I can give you Ravelry patterns up to the value of 10 US dollars. I'm not going to do PayPal or Amazon or anything like that, but so it will be Etsy or Ravelry gift. That will be the prize for January, up to the value of 10 US dollars. Okay? So, anything that you have that you think I didn't cover, let me look at my notes and make sure that I did everything. So you have until January 31st Pacific time, midnight. Okay. And you can submit up until then. And in February, I'll come out with the next genre. I really hope that you are enticed to play along. I hope that you are excited to join in. And I really hope that you have a great time because I'm excited and I hope that you are as well. Any thoughts, comments, questions, you know where to put them. And until I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!